Hello and welcome each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach from DCTcentre. And for the first time, I today can say my full new role, which one I agreed for ascension and changing to 5D. I am true speaker, healer, guide mentor, energy worker, co-creator, and Galactic ambassador from Pleiadian. So I'm getting a little bit emotional, but anyway, whew,
Woo, I love it. I get goosebumps everywhere, Dega.
that now is done. And with me, as usual, is my wonderful friend, my mentor, Morganne Rayne, who
Hi,
is
everybody.
consultant, gratefully providing services for access to high dimensions of being. Morgan has been called healer of healers as way to describe unique spiritual tools we share. Morgan is there to serve those who seek great understanding of their sacred spiritual self, have deep desire to integrate the consciousness in their 3D world. And we are waiting for Jeanne. We hope Jeanne Reina will join us, but oh, and she is here, and she is popping, and she is here, and okay, we have today
Difficulty.
again our guest Jeanne Reina, and as she said, I am life student of growth. I continually take classes to enhance my knowledge base. At present, I'm studying course in miracles and the EFS, internal family systems. So welcome, my wonderful ladies.
Thank you.
Jeanne probably missed because you log in. Did you hear my very first announcement?
No.
Oh, you got to repeat
Well,
it,
you
Dega.
missed.
This is
I have to
important.
do it again.
Okay.
Do it again. So
Absolutely.
few days ago, I've been on a meeting. It's meeting from 5D world, from our future, literally getting together ground crew for building 5D world for our future. So, and there was shared out roles, and if we want, we are able to take. So I take on role of true speaker, healer, guide, mentor, energy worker, co-creator, and galactic ambassador from Pleiadian.
She's come out of the
Yes, my
closet.
second time now in public saying this, and it's still strange, it's still frightening, it's still something completely new. So yeah, that's how it is.
Yep.
Fabulous.
And welcome, my lovely ladies.
I love it. I love it. You know, when I'm saying Dega came out of the closet, right?
You make me feel like lesbian.
Oh, no. I mean, too bad that term was hijacked, but it's not about that. It's about we hide ourselves, we hide our authenticity, and we begin doing that when we're little, right? Jeanne knows about this because she works with people who, we hide our authenticity because it's not safe to be in the world as who we are. And I know that as growing up because, my insights and my premonitions and my a capacity to see into people's energy fields got me in a lot of trouble. And you get told, don't do that, don't say that, and I know, God bless my mom, I think in her own way she was trying to protect me in some ways, because I come from a lineage of truth seekers, healers, powerful women that knew the arts of how to be, and they didn't fare so well. Right. But now we're coming to this place where it doesn't matter whether it's safe or not. We must speak into the energy matrix, the truth of who we are, so that we can come into alignment. And when we do that, then what we need as that comes rushing to us. Does that make sense? When we own who we are, instead of pushing away or hiding it away or whatever, then the universe can respond to us. And like on the bio you used to read about me, I have on there spiritual adept. Well, what is that? We've talked about that before. It's only because I practice being spirit, being with spirit, as spirit, in spirit. So, and that's what makes me an adept, right? So you'll learn as you embrace your identity. We'll say that's what your identity is now. You will receive for speaking it into the world. It's like the prayer, right? It'll be an answered prayer. All manner of things will come rushing in to support you to be that. So, yay!
Yeah, so that's something completely new, and I was my guides make me wake up about 3:30 in the morning, not this night, but night before, to actually start automatic writing. So I spend about hour of automatic writing, spend time looking up for this Metatron angels, and time for looking up for beta, I think was this bait this symbol, and so on. So yeah, I've been working towards all that and getting more downloads. At the moment, I have to, as wisdom from them is I have to just adapt, make they leave. They not giving me much directions, but I have to adapt to being who I am. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if you can explain what the Galactic Federation is for the people that don't know.
Morganne, you better explain.
No, you're the one. No, that's your question, my dear. Can you explain that? I mean,
I open myself up. Galactic Federation is, how to say to people, we have different types of people listening us. We all are coming from different planets. There is many, many, many different planets. And there are made up federation, Galactic Federation, which one is from different planets coming up, like are, let's say, in England or something is president, presidents and so on, who keeps everybody sort of in not in order, but have like to make sure everybody lives in the same type of laws. Let's say for laws which one doesn't harm any other entities in different planets and don't harm planets. So as part of that, I supposed to be the one who speaks for them and also gives them information from my planet where I am at the moment, because originally I'm coming from Pleiadians, apparently. That's another thing what I quite recently find out, yeah. And Pleiadians in our communities is Princess Diana, is Daniel O'Donnell, Irish singer, which I love to pieces, and Elvis Presley as well is Pleiadian. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah,
that.
and the consciousness of the Galactic Federation is of the highest, and they work towards that common unity of assisting assisting beings, sentient beings, to rise up in consciousness. So they don't too much interfere in things as they're going along. They really do, but they will. Um, but they do assist individuals who align with them to bring them ideas, thoughts, ways of being that will lift consciousness. So yeah, so and they
And
also
also they come in help. They come in help also if we need help. And at the moment, as Earth itself is in great, great, great danger of actually disappearing.
yep, yeah,
Yeah.
humanity's at a precipice. And the thing is, with humanity, humans have forgotten who they are. That's why it's important that Dega has remembered who she is and is saying it out loud, because humanity has got themselves locked up into a very low frequency, and you know this low frequency of, I mean, look at our planet. It's still a warring planet. It's still it's not got its full enlightenment yet. Some humans don't have any enlightenment, but but that's our job. We who are awakened, and to bring and lift that frequency back up again. So with with the Galactic Federation, they often will send emissaries to our planet to assist, and that's been evident by, some people say that Jesus was one of those emissaries, and Buddha was one of those emissaries, and these very high conscious beings have been emissaries to come to our planet to teach humans how to be. I mean, you look at the teachings of Jesus, and what did he come here to teach?
Love
and forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Love and forgiveness. Love and forgiveness. I mean, some of the last words out of his mouth as he was dying, please, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He was saying in that these humans are not enlightened yet. They do not know what they're doing. They're just following the crowd. So when Jesus was crucified, and this is really important, it was it was a mob riot, right? And they were inciting. Pontius Pilate didn't even want to kill Jesus. It was the people that they got in a role of consciousness. And I see that happening today with different organizations that come together and incite riots, and want you get on their side, and they foment all this suffering and hate and all of this, and then it's like they've got to have something to crucify. So and that day it was Jesus, right? Because Jesus he went into the temples and he overthrew the money changers. Jesus was a radical. he was not some mild mannered little monk that sat on top of a hillside and just prayed to God. No, he went amongst the people, and he told the people, he helped correct their behaviors. Like I think about things like not touching people who are ill, right? And that's not, that was a falsehood. So he laid hands on people, and people would be upset with him about doing that. He did things that the Father told him to do, God told him to do. He followed that. He was not following the mandates of the order. He wasn't doing that, even though he was a Jewish boy and he understood the Torah very well. He followed the spirit of the Torah, not the letter of the law. And he speaks about that in his teachings, about not following what man has written, but following what God lays on your heart. So that's a long.
That was beautiful.
But again, as an emissary, I believe we are emissaries. I do. Because we if we're not fully awake, we're waking up, and maybe we wake up more and more each day. And I know that's why I was told, I was commanded, I was shown to teach what I teach, right? What do I teach? Love and forgiveness. Love and forgiveness. It's like a broken record, but until humanity gets that we are unconditionally loved, that we are we love, we can love, and that we are forgiven, then we can forgive. Until the planet gets that, I'll be doing this till I don't draw breath on the planet anymore, because it's important. It's the time for all of us to wake up.
Yeah, and I see in my clients starting wake up, even those clients with whom I start work, and they have no idea about all this, what we talk about. And after watching our programs, yeah, I have today with couple of clients, I have quite long discussions about all this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so true that they actually waking up as well. They changing, they waking up, they start to understand what I'm talking about now. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Many people is waking up at the moment.
Absolutely.
I was laughing with Morganne when we have now our session. We both are in this first wave. In Earth came three waves, yeah, Morganne, 3
Mm-hmm.
waves.
Mm-hmm.
So far came the people, starseeds, light workers, whatever you call it, yeah, and Morganne is one of the first waves, and I recently again find out I'm as well one of the first waves. But I was laughing. Morganne was in, you know how train has this carriages, yeah? Many carriages. Morganne was in the very, very first front carriage after driver,
Yeah.
yeah? And I was running and hanging on to last carriage, yeah? I want to be on this train as well.
I call myself the bushwhacker. It's like,
Yeah, I want to be on this train as well.
clear the way, clear the way, clear the way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really, it's feeling something different in me, feels different. All around me feels different. I don't know why.
When you start telling the truth about yourself, things change.
I don't think I will tell my mom that. I think she won't really, still won't understand that she has Pleiadian on her hand. Yes.
Oh goodness, how you doing, Jeannie?
I'm doing well. It's interesting that we're on this topic. I was listening to Gaia this morning, that station, and there was a woman on there that was talking about. She came into this world knowing that she was from another planet, and she. So the interviewer was asking her all kinds of questions, and the bottom line was, we're in in the world right now, it's not very good, and it's like it's bringing everything up so it can be let go, and dissolve, and more people are waking up, like Dega said, and so I see that in my own practice, and and the people I encounter, and it's I do believe, and this woman was very hopeful about like the people in the like you're talking about star seeds. There's a lot more star seeds around than we know, but they don't recognize themselves as star seeds. They don't know they're star seeds, but they are, and that so they say that we come from different. All of us come from different planets. We all have pieces in us from different planets, and the Galactic Federation is saying is very hopeful that our world is going to get better. It has to the dark. Just like working with somebody, the dark has to come out in order for it to get into the light of who the person truly is, and that's what's happening to our planet as well as individually.
Absolutely. It's totally, that's exactly it. And as we let go of all those, I mean, you can even see probably in each of our evolvements, we move from real dense issues in our life, right? We had to evolve from that. We had to go into the darkness and let that go and release. But as we do that, we have, this is where I really hook into, now we do it for others, right? We do it for ourselves to clear and clean that out. But when others come to us or around us, or we see or experience something that's going on, it's coming to us because we have the capacity to heal it. Jeannie, you and I had a kind of a conversation about that the other day, about when we, as working as healers or therapists, people come, we experience their energy. Well, it's not for us to hang on to it. It's for us to identify it and release it and let it go. Release it and let it go. And we're like that. We're like these bridges of consciousness that,
and
like,
how do we let that go?
Huh?
How do we let that go?
How do we let that?
It's easier said than done. Release it and let it go.
Oh, well, if you say so.
If you say so, yes.
So this is it, because I've struggled. This is why I'm stopping it, because I've struggled this for a long time. And what Morganne and I talked about is we can release it to the Holy Spirit. We don't have to carry it all ourselves. And be conscious of doing that. They just don't think it's going to happen. And so really ask the Holy Spirit to release it.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I actually, you know what I find now? I had guidance to release to Mother Earth. I'm releasing to Mother Earth, and I say, even when at that time when I releasing all those energies, negative energies, I don't take anything in from clients. I straight away releasing to Mother Earth and saying thank you for taking, for recycling all those energies.
That's really beautiful.
Yep. So what is Mother Earth? She's the divine essence of the feminine. She's the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine? It's love. So you're releasing to love. See, people forgotten about Gaia, what she is. They just think that's something we live on, and people are pretty unconscious about it. And but the truth is, she's a living entity. She's a living, breathing power source. And so releasing wherever, if you release it to the Holy Spirit, you release it to Gaia, it doesn't matter. The deal is, we're not supposed to hang on to it. Right. That was never the intention. We came here to almost like process it, like, Oh, well, here's this one again. But the thing is, when they come to us, it's also releasing at a deeper level more of our stuff. And that's why it's important to continue to release, If we didn't experience it, we wouldn't be triggered by it, or we wouldn't experience it. So it's a powerful thing, and it's a great responsibility to be here at this time to assist others with transforming their energy. And the other thing, you have to realize that all of those issues, all of that suffering, all that pain, it's just energy. It's just energy. And when we get that it could be blocked energy, stuck energy, flowing it doesn't matter. It's energy. And so what we do is remind of the truth and release that energy so that we can not only be free individually, but free as an entire consciousness in a body of people. Humanity is, the thing is with humanity, we are very, 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 very special. People don't understand how special humans are because we have a soul. We have a soul. And there are things, entities out there that look at us because we have a way of direct connection with the source that they don't have. But we've been made to think we don't have that direct connection to source. And you can see that through religion, where you have to go to a priest or something above, that somebody that's above you that can connect. And that's not true. That's just taking away our power.
Right. And the indigenous people knew this from in all over the world. Indigenous people knew that.
That's right.
And then we, you know, a lot of times we think that the more educated we are, the more, the better we are, and we lose connection. So it's about keeping that connection as well as being educated. You know, it's not one or the other; it's both.
It's both. Absolutely, it's both. And but we got to bring back really who we are, and that's our job to help one totally stand in who we. That's why I celebrate so much Daga. You are putting your stake in the ground. This is who I am, and this is, I move forward from this day in this consciousness as this being. Powerful.
Yeah, and I think everybody need to start do shadow work. And I very recently find somewhere, I don't do anything anymore without reason. If I do something, even if I watch some film, I'm watching and I straight away listening for something what I can use. Maybe some metaphor, maybe something something I always find what I can use when I'm working with clients.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was looking through Facebook, and there was signs that you are actually done your shadow work. And I think for those people who are watching us, they can check with those signs that you are done your shadow work.
Yep.
First one, you can laugh at yourself.
Mm.
Second one, you're not easily offended, triggered. Third one, you can see and appreciate multiple perspectives. You are aware of your negative traits without being ashamed of them. You are aware of your negative emotions without being ashamed of them. You are assertive without being rude. You are assertive without being passive aggressive. You can confront adversity and setbacks without courage and point. You recognize a bit of yourself in everyone. And I think it's very, very good way to check, have you done your shadow work? Yeah. And now I even asking all my clients, uh, have you done, if you have any questions to me, do we still have to do therapy, then answer those questions and you will know for yourself. Do you still need therapy or you do not? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, all of those things are about bringing us into what I call response ability, the capacity to respond rather than react. Because all those things that you were talking about was taking reactive thinking and behavior and moving into a more conscious response in our world, which is so powerful. We talk about that in Course in Miracles too. Moving from the wrong thinking to right thinking. Right. That's exactly what that is. It's having a change of mind. Be renewed by the changing of your mind, which is so powerful, so incredibly powerful. Dega, you said something, and I wrote it down when you were talking about, when you were announcing yourself. You were talking about building the 5D world. We're here to begin building the 5D world. And I've been thinking about, and it was hooked to a thought I've had for many years, which is, without a vision, the people perish. That's a scriptural quote. So without vision, a people will perish. So what I see in our world right now is most people don't have a vision. They just don't have a vision, especially in the country that Jeannie and I live in. I see people are just they lack vision. Not everyone, but a great majority of them, and you can see that because they follow other people's visions and ideas. They are not vision casters in our world, for seeing our world and knowing our world as heaven on earth. We talk about that in Course in Miracles. So when we talk about building our 5D world, what does that mean? And for me, it's going to bring up, well, what's your vision, right? Where are you putting your thoughts and your energy in order to create this new, what we call 5-dimensional, I'll just call it heaven. And even fifth dimensional is low compared to what's possible. But it's a good stair step for humanity, right, to get to 5 dimensionals, because we primarily live in a third and a fourth dimensional, fourth being emotional. So humanity primarily lives in those two realms, and then moving to the 5D realm. What the heck does that mean? And what's our vision for getting there? Who are you? And Dega, you've started to announce who you are, right? I'm this. I'm moving forward. I'm moving into this, right?
I'm creating 5D world.
Exactly, right where you are. Right where you are. You're not waiting to get there. You bring it here right now.
Morgan, have you seen this video of Aurora, the class video? Have you had time?
Not yet. I have just been so busy.
No, because why I'm asking, because you said about others, especially in your countryside, they don't have this vision, they follow others. But I think after this video, what I listened, yeah, I for a long time was like, oh my God, some people doing crystals, the crystals help with this, crystals helps with that. I will try crystals, but I don't feel, yes, I like crystals, I love crystals, but I don't feel this connection with crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then was at one point when was all this meetings and riots and all rest of it coming all over the world, especially, for what,
Mm-hmm.
this and all. Yeah. Uh, I was like, no, actually, no, they going, some of my friends going, some of my mentors going, and they will go on a meeting and they walking with some messages around London and all together going there. Again, something wrong with me. I don't feel that. Yeah. And then really, when I was in this last meeting with Aurora, I understand. That's why there is those roles. Yeah. Everybody don't have to go out and shout at some kind of, I don't know, how it's called, prime minister office, yeah, somewhere in London. You don't have to do that. Not all of them have this calling to do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them will be creators. Not all of them will be, that is like
Yeah.
work, yeah. Uh, I don't have calling for that. I love Mother Earth, but I won't be going and making some kind of rituals out in woods. Yeah, what actually I know you doing, Morgan. Yeah, it's not me, and I don't have this calling to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
maybe those people don't need to do that either.
Right. Everyone has their own unique calling. And we must know what that calling is because we're a part of the whole. And each of us carries our own unique signature that when we all get together and we're all following our calling and we're doing what we came here to do, some of us are called to, work with children. Some of us are called to create beautiful food for people. Some of us are, it doesn't matter what you're called to do. If you're called to do it with the highest, the most beautiful, loving energy you can, because we're a part of the whole. We're not all called to be prime minister or president. And heck, I wouldn't want that job anyway. Doesn't pay enough. So, it's like, wow, but what's my calling? What do I do? How is it that I operate within this world? So in order to get to what we call that 5D, it's really just an ascension process of moving up. Remember that map of consciousness scale, right? Well, 3D is located all in that lower part of shame, blame, pain, suffering, anger, hatred. Oh, that's that lower density 3D, 4D stuff, right? And then when you move to the heart of it, when you move up to the heart energy of that scale, you now come bringing in those light frequencies, those love frequencies that cannot exist in that lower realm. And that's why we must do our shadow work to clear that out. And now we're doing the big shadow work of clearing it out for the consciousness of humanity. We can't just do it for ourselves. It's a commitment to do it for all.
Jeannie, what you want to say to that?
I agree. I mean, we have to, it's like what we talked about last week. We have to work on our shadow work, because as we work on it, we're helping others, and then it's just a ripple effect, like you talk about, Tega, and it's just amazing work. And I think we all have. Not only do we, like Morganne said, not only do we have our own shadow work, but it's also about healing others as well. Are you getting feedback?
I have feedback. Have you switch off everything around yourself, telephone or something? Because when we come on our shows, we need really make sure our space is completely clear of any other electronics.
Okay.
Yeah, we have people who are watching us, and we have thumbs up, but I cannot see any hellos yet. And guys, you have last few minutes to say hello and do your input because we are starting to run out of time. Yeah.
So I want to keep this conversation going before we, I don't want to lose this opportunity, because today's really an important day. And I'm really glad that we are able to come together today, because if you look at, I don't always follow numerology or any of that, but sometimes those things follow me, and I'll get numerical signs. And for many, 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 many years, I was plagued by 111, 1111. And it was like, it didn't matter if I had a new extension at work, it would be 111 or 1111. It's like I went and got a post office box one time. It was 1111. It was like they're all around me. So sometimes you have to kind of think about, well, what does all this mean? And of course, we know there is a deeper meaning to numbers. Actually, they say God is the mathematics. God is mathematics. So today, though, the date of today is April 4th, 2024, 442024. And if you put those two twos together, you get another 4. So we got a 4444 day. We got 4 4s. It's the feminine master number. It's the divine feminine master number. And that is so important, because what it's asking us to do, that's why there's no mistake in our conversations. It's asking us to step fully into our God-given, authentic, empowered higher self. To receive our own birthrights of freedom, unity, joy, gratitude, childlike wonder, and bliss, right? So that's all that upper, higher frequency stuff. And this is the day we can choose it, and we'll get support energetically in that choosing. So you announcing who you are today is so powerful, because you like it like puts it on a launching pad and says, I'm here, I'm awake, use me, right? So I invite everyone, sit with yourself today and think of it in terms of, well, if we're moving into this new higher consciousness, this 5D world, who am I in that? Ask, and I'll do that in a meditation. I think that's what's going to come forward, right? It's important to be able to own who you really are, not own who you've hidden yourself to be, right? Own what sparks your heart, right? If you're a closet artist, I'd come out of that closet and say, I'm an artist, right? I had to do that. I had to come out, and Jeanne gets Jeanne has to see a lot of my, including my failures.
They're beautiful, though, all of them.
You promised me to show me more of your work, and you haven't.
I wish you were here. It's easier when people are here.
I wish too, but that's not where I am.
So my work is, it's like, it's not a Rembrandt. It's not those things. It comes from a whole different consciousness, right? So my work is deep. It's very galactic looking. It's not it's not, well, I'm not Michelangelo. I am Morganne. I am not meant to be Michelangelo because I didn't incarnate as that. I incarnated as me. And I'm going to be authentically me. And it doesn't matter to me. And I used to be affected when people would go, well, I don't get that. That's really weird or whatever, or what, or you're not. I actually, there's a lady I know that she says, well, what you do is not art. And I was like, well, okay. And that just picks
Thank
up.
you for your opinion.
Right. So, and that's just it. That's just her opinion, right? Maybe she prefers more classically looking thing. But let's go back to the real thing here. Me coming out of the closet about being an artist, I held that puppy in check because I was told I wasn't an artist when I was like 6 years old. What do you know when you're 6 years old, right? So anyway, so coming out and saying who you are, me coming out saying who I am, Jeannie coming out saying who she is, that's how we move to the fifth dimension. When we up level and we move into that higher state of being, like, we'll use Dr. Hawkins' map of consciousness work again. When we start moving into acceptance that the power and the presence, the life of God is right here, right where we are, when we remember that, we can open to bliss, open to love, open to joy. That's the fifth dimension. That's it right there.
And I think on this note, it's time for your meditation, Morganne.
Anybody? Well, I want to just find out. Jeannie, do you have anything to say about add on to that piece?
No, I just want to say, as you said that, my whole body like radiated and got lighter. Like I just automatically got there, and it was just beautiful.
Beautiful, and that's yes. Yeah. Let's do it some
Feminine
more.
power.
Yeah.
Feminine power.
Feminine power. That's right. Yeah. And what is feminine? The divine feminine is open and receptive.
Mm.
And loving.
Yeah. And fruitful. Let's close our eyes and take a beautiful breath together. As we call together on this amazing, incredible day that we have been given to choose again who we are. And this time we choose our authentic who we are, the authentic aspect of our being that we may have been afraid to share or be. But today, I ask that we all come out fully. So, Holy Spirit saying, come into your body with your breath and just release that breath. And as you release it, just drop further into your body. And take another beautiful, invigorating breath. And let that breath allow you to even drop further into your body. And we're going to invite each of us to release and let go any density that we are holding on to. So the density could be shame. So when I say shame, if there is shame within you, locate that within your body. How does that feel? What does shame feel like? Do you feel it in? Maybe you've cleared it. But if you have shame, allow that frequency to come up. If you have guilt, allow that to come up too. If you have fear, allow that to come up. If you have any hatred or anger, let that come up. That's all low density energy. If you have confusion, let that come up. Let it up. Invite it up. Ask it to come forward and show itself, what lurks and lingers within your own consciousness. And as we this day come together to release together these low, dense energy signatures that have lived within us, I invite you to say to yourself, to all of these low density energies, I release you. Take a breath into it. I release you. And on the out breath, let all that energy go that you gathered up. And you might even make some noise with it. We're going to do that again. Breathe the breath of life into all those energies. Breathe it in. And on the out breath, let it all go and relax into your body. Yeah, let it go. And then as you let it go, come back to your body and just scan. Is there anything left? If there's anything left, come forward now. If there's anything left, just come forward. And then take a breath in. One final breath sweep and breath out, cleaning everything left. And now come to your heart. As we have let go, we let it go. We let it go. And we come to our heart now with all that energy let go. And if you really want it all back later, sure, you can go pick it up if you choose. But right now, we're going to choose to step into this beautiful 4 divine, feminine, cosmic energy that is assisting us this day to come into our authenticity. And this is so exciting. So come into your heart, and in your own heart, you know who you are. You know why you're here. You know what you know and you perceive. You know. Are you a healer? And a healer of what? Are you an artist? Are you an emissary? Are you just simply the light and the love of the divine? Whatever it is, like right there in your heart, say yes to it. Just say yes. I say yes to you now. I say yes. Take a breath into that yes. And on the out breath, release every bit of doubt to your yes. Release the doubt. And come back to your yes. Yes. And now I invite you to step up into your yes, into joy. Let's bring some joy frequency into this yes. Now let's step up into, let's have some unconditional love. Let's take a breath into that and invite that into your yes. And as you do this, check in with your body. How's your body starting to feel? Is it feeling lighter? Maybe some of those aches and pains that might have been there are releasing because they don't need to be there anymore. And we go up higher into that scale of consciousness. We go into knowing, the gnosis, the divine knowing, knowing that we're connected to the very source of all life. We are connected to the Holy Spirit. We are connected to divine knowing. We are connected to unconditional love. Take a breath into all of that and feel and experience your frequency raising, because when we begin to put our mind and our heart onto these higher frequencies, we ascend. We ascend into the living light, into the love. And as this day is all about the divine feminine. Divine feminine is open. It is receptive to receiving all these high frequencies. And the nature of the divine feminine is fertility, the capacity to enrich and bring goodness. Imagine yourself enriching and bringing goodness to everyone you meet. Imagine yourself receiving goodness, knowing that all things are given, all things are provided. And as you step into this higher state of being, trust, this element of trust will come forward. As we lean into that higher frequency and invite it in, we will receive everything we need in order to support this new level of being, this choice we have made to walk in our own authenticity, to step into the consciousness of that, even as a human, especially as a human, because we are bringing heaven now to this place that has been in the darkness for so long. We are bringing the light, we are bringing the love. And from your heart, I ask that you send that love and that light to every heart on this planet. Everyone, no judgment, everyone. Helping them awaken and remember. Helping them to soften their hearts so that they too remember. And now come back to your own personal heart. Take a breath in, and again affirm who you are by using I am. I am the presence of love and light. And you use your own I am. I am the life of the divine present here. I am God's love present here. Find your own I am. And as you just rest in your own I am, I give thanks for the releasing and the letting go of the density energies that do not belong to us. I release and let go the need to experience those low density energies. And I receive the awareness and the consciousness of who I am truly. And I receive all that I need in order to be this consciousness of the higher frequencies. Take a breath in. And as we now move into our world as awakened, as authentic, as aware, allow your vision to clarify, allow your heart to continue to clarify as we live, move, and have our being in the world, awakened, aware, in unconditional love and forgiveness. We change our world. We assist others. And you find your own vision for your world. Allow that to just, in these coming days, to just grow and build within your own mind and heart about your participation in this new world, this golden age, this heaven on earth, this 5D experience, whatever you want to call it. We are lifting our frequencies. We are in ascension with our frequencies. And today we are fully supported in that through this beautiful portal of time that says yes to us. And so for all of that, I am so grateful. And for the gathering of these minds and hearts, I am so grateful as we exponentially create heaven here on this planet, releasing each and every one of our people from slavery, from lower density consciousness, releasing and letting it go, so that we all might live lives of love and joy and purpose and goodness. And so it is. And just come on back with me. There we go.
That was beautiful. I stay up for it.
Thank you, Morganne.
You're welcome.
Jeanne, is there something you would like to say to those who are watching us now?
No, just do the work.
Do the work, and thank you very much for watching us. Please like, share, and subscribe for my YouTube video channel, so we have opportunity to reach more people with this beautiful, pure, unconditional love knowledge. Also, please don't try find us next week or week after, because we sending Morganne of well-deserved vacation.
Yep.
So Morganne is taking vacation, and we will come back. By my opinion, it's 25th of April. So see you on 25th of April. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for watching us. And God bless.
Bye.